Hello, and welcome back to SpicySnafu, where it's always situation normal, and I am pure chaos. Today, I wanted to kind of do a little product showcase on something that I discovered recently that I personally think is a great idea. Depending on where you live, you may have varying degrees of bugs. But here on Endor, we have lots of bugs of lots of varieties, and most of them like to bite. As far as keeping bugs off you when you're in the woods, it is generally a little bit of an effort.
Is this gonna be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt?
So a lot of folks like to use permethrin because it is effective. And you can soak your clothes in it, and I don't know if there's gonna be any after effects, down the road that science will discover that is giving us cancer or something, like every single frequency and signal and all the stuff. I guess Tylenol was a thing this week too. It must be how I got the jism. There's a company called Matbock, and judging by their logo, I assume they were in the Navy, or the owner was, because there's a frog and a pokey stick on there, if you catch my drift. Three-pointed pokey stick. They make what is basically called their Skeeter patch kit, but it is essentially, I'll get some B-roll close-ups, but they have patches that are filled with an antimicrobial foam that you can put bug spray in. And you can soak these bad boys, and then basically they'll go onto your patches of Velcro on your, combat shirt or whatever you got going on. There's some bigger ones as far as the shoulders and I guess your chest go. And then there are some smaller ones that are for your pant legs or below the knee or somewhere, like around your boot where things would be able to ingress into your pants. So I was reading that a couple people were using 100% DEET on these when they actually get ready to go out in the woods. And for most things, it seems like it's a pretty good solution, especially considering, bug spray eats plastic, and spraying it on your face, depending on how strong it is, isn't always great. For lighter use, just trying to keep the mosquitoes off you, this would definitely be a good option. At least I think it is, because I've only used it a couple times. I don't want to come out here like this is a long-term review or something. It's a product highlight. I don't know if I want to make myself the test victim, but I don't know how well these would do against ticks. Obviously, mosquitoes, as in the name, it is the Skeeter patch kit. So probably pretty good for things that fly. I don't know about things that crawl. Maybe we'll be able to do some kind of experiment at an FTX I hope to attend next month. Either way, these are about 30 bucks, give or take, and it's a, better known small business, all that good stuff. You kind of get into the realm of, well, I imagine this is something that someone wanted when they were in the field and didn't have it, so, necessity being the reason most products come out there. Some products are a solution looking for a problem. I gotta be honest. I'm thinking about that folding Glock right now that folded at the trigger guard and was all flat, whatever. But for a pretty simple mosquito solution, and if you're like me and the bugs love you,
The only good bug is a dead bug.
maybe something worth looking into. I will definitely put a link down below for the product, and we'll be putting these on my gear and kind of leaving them on there and seeing every time we go out and do something at night. But the ability to, have a little extra layer of bug repellent seems like a great idea. So they do come in black and multicam. So unfortunately not in God's Plaid, but I can forgive this man because, God's Plaid's not really a thing everybody's wearing in the rest of the world right now, unless, you got a country got some surplus or you're LARPerational. So they come in the multicam and the black colorway, and then they have an American flag design and the spot design. I've got a ton of flag patches, so, nothing against wearing a flag patch. If it's a uniform and you have to wear a flag patch, that's super cool that they make them, but I think the dots were really interesting looking, and honestly, it's been something that the only couple times I've used them, somebody immediately was like, what the hell is that patch? What does that mean? It's a bunch of dots, that's weird. It's like, well, it turns out it's a functional patch, as other than like IR cat eyes and a med patch that says med on it, I really don't have a lot of functional patches, so granted, looking cool is functional in some degree, right? It's the ABCs, I guess. At least that's what they told me on Instagram. So again, it's from Matbock. This is the Skeeter patch kit. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Yes, the tactical Skeeter patch kit. big deal. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. I know this is just a little short something, but I wanted to make sure I got a video out this week, and you're amazing, so I gotta make sure I can sneak that one in there too. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate y'all. If you can do all that YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, whatever, you know what to do. If you thought this was helpful, I'd appreciate it. If not, leave me an angry comment on what to change about that, I guess. Whatever floats your boat. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and if you can't stay safe, stay spicy.